Hi guys, I'm Jenny Lyon.
And I'm Frankie Molyneux. Welcome to another great day here at Keeping It Yorkshire.
Yes, today on the show we are talking all things fashion.
Here's what's coming up. First off, we have Josh exploring through the decades in search of main fashion influences in our music culture.
We'll see what will be hitting it off in Yorkshire with some key events for your diary.
We'll be strutting down the catwalk with some guests in our Throwback Thursday special.
And we're both very excited for our special interview with fashion model Oliver Smith.
Yeah, we'll also be seeing what's happening in the run-up with New York Fashion Week so far.
We are giving you another chance to enter this week's competition.
And don't forget, during every show, we have our Twitter debate. So today, we're asking you, what do you prefer, modern or retro fashion? I'm all about retro codes. I love vintage shops, everything about that.
And I disagree with you there, Frankie. I love modern fashion because I think it's a good mixture of everything. So tweet us what you think at KI Yorkshire using the hashtag KIYFashion. We'll be getting your opinions later on in the show. Now, this year has been hard with the losses of key cultural icons that we grew up to love. These icons shape the way we dressed and how to express our personalities.
Of course, music and fashion go hand in hand. So Josh, our reporter, has been finding out how these style icons have shaped our world.
When you think of music legends, talk of fashion isn't usually too far away. It's an important part of music, and in a lot of cases, they go hand in hand. Hi, I'm Josh Greenway, and I'll be looking at some standout musicians who, over the years, combine both their love of fashion and music with striking results. If you look back at the different eras of music, it's not hard to tell that fashion changed with them, either that being new fashions being created or an artist creating a new style. You've got examples like the Mods, popular in the 60s with bands such as the Small Faces, and then reinvented once again in the Britpop era of the 90s. Who remembers Liam Gallagher's Fishtail Parker, eh? Music fans would see their idols on stage and want to emulate the look, and each era would have their own special stars. You only have to look to the 70s and the punk explosion with acts like the Sex Pistols to see how music and fashion affected a generation. Some musicians will actually take an interest in fashion outside of their own music. Some will like to display a sense of style that makes them stand out from the crowd. It's no secret that Kanye West has been interested in both fashion and music, and in recent times has been able to make the step from musician to fashion designer by releasing his own fashion line very, very recently. This is usually a separate venture from his music, however he still likes to make fashion statements whilst on stage, such as the wares he presented us at the Coachella Festival. Back in the 60s and 70s, Keith Richards of the Rolling Stones had a style that was considered very cool for the time. Usually with loud, colourful and buttoned shirts, scarves and jewellery, this brings me to an example of when such fashion still influences today. Harry Styles from One Direction is heavily influenced by both Keith and Mick Jagger's fashion sense. Fashion can go to another level though when it's designed especially for on-stage performance. The musician can dress how they see fit to emphasise their on-stage presence. I've put together a personal collection of music legends who I feel brought music and fashion together just in the right balance. Starting first with the Queen frontman Freddie Mercury. The flamboyant rock star wasn't shy to wear extravagant clothing on stage. From the yellow jacket to the robe and crown combination, Queen as a band wanted many of their live shows to be very theatrical and did this with their choice of costumes. It only added to the great music. Next is Mick Jagger, lead singer of the Rolling Stones. Known for his rock and roll lifestyle, Mick wasn't afraid to make daring fashion choices whilst on stage. A standout example being his Ozzy Clark designed sequin jumpsuits worn in the early 70s. And finally, you can't talk about fashion and music without talking about this next guy. He not only used fashion to show off on stage, he also used it to show off a load of personas. I'm talking about the legend that is Mr. David Bowie. He was always changing his style and music. Ziggy Stardust, an alien rock star from outer space. It was a style that had loud costumes, provocative costumes, which shocked and confused people who saw him at the time, how Bowie intended. And then there was the Thin White Duke, which was dramatically different, more stylish and sharp in their style and fashion. If you're looking for someone who was dramatically changing their music and fashion all at the same time, look no further than David Bowie. So what have we learnt on this quick tour? Is that fashion and music can go hand in hand. You can like music and you can just like fashion. However, when a musician can combine both in spectacular style, well then you have a real musician on your hands.
I've got to agree with Josh there. David Bowie is definitely one of the biggest fashion influences ever. He's taught everybody to be courageous and just get out there and be yourself.
So true. Okay, now it's time to take a look at what's happening over the pond at New York Fashion Week, which officially started today.
Yep.
Yep.
We had the news that Tom Ford had cancelled his show in New York.
Yes, on the news he said that showing clothes 4 months in advance wasn't working anymore and working to the Fashion Week calendar needs to change.
Next, we have a tweet posted yesterday by Kourtney Kardashian. It shows her and her sister Kylie in New York getting ready for the week ahead. New York and London fashion always attracts the biggest names in show business, and right now the Kardashians are one of the biggest names out there.
Very true, and our final tweet was posted by Kanye West. Kanye tweeted yesterday, "Please no one text me or ask me for anything till Monday." Grumpy.
Yes. Well, that might be because tonight at Madison Square Garden, Kanye will be showcasing Yeezy 3, his latest addition to the clothing line.
Now you're up to date with all the big news stories leading into this year's New York Fashion Week. Now, closer to home, we need something to do this week other than frolicking around like we're on a catwalk, so here's the top things you can do in Yorkshire.
First in lineup is the pop-up ice rink that you might have spotted in Leeds Millennium Square.
Yes, tickets are priced at $8.50 for adults, and children 12 and under can join in the fun for $6.50.
This is a great afternoon out for all the family, especially something to entertain the kids over half term.
Fancy treating your other half to a night full of laughter?
Well, if so, comedy legend Paddy McGuinness is bringing his tour up north, playing at Sheffield City Hall this Sunday.
With tickets under £20, the real joke of the night would be if you missed out on what will be an amazing night.
Hilarious. Do you love the smell of candy floss in the air? The thrill of the rides?
Well, you're in luck because the Valentine's Fun Fair is back in Leeds for its 24th year. Wow.
Make your way to Ellen Road before 21st of February to experience one of the biggest and best fun fairs in the UK.
Now up for you music fans out there, we've picked out two big events to hit the First Direct Arena in Leeds.
The multi-platinum mass beast that is Slipknot will be playing on Saturday the 13th of February, with tickets still on sale on the First Direct Arena website, so make sure you get involved.
And finally, Foals are stopping off in Yorkshire on their arena tour this month, headlining the night of Saturday the 20th.
It's coming close to the deadline of our competition. Make sure you get your answers in, as tomorrow we're going to be announcing the winner. Here's Rory with the details.
Okay, so we're going for a take in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here at Keeping It Yorkshire, we're giving you an opportunity of a lifetime to win a chance to create your very own music video. By working with top executives and directors, we'll make sure that your video is a hit, be it on YouTube or even on MTV. So all you have to do is answer this simple question. Who is headlining Reading and Leeds Festival in 2016? Is it A, Red Hot Chili Peppers, B, Metallica, or C, Radiohead? All you have to do is tweet the show at Keeping It Yorkshire with your answer with a hashtag A, B, or C. Competition closes during Friday the 12th show. The winner will also be announced during the show. Full terms and conditions can be found on the Keeping It Yorkshire's Twitter page. Good luck!
Yes, good luck guys. Soon we'll be strutting our stuff on the catwalk.
But first, it's time to see what you've been saying in our Twitter debate. Do you like modern or retro fashion?
I prefer modern because I think it's a good mixture of old and new. You can wear whatever you want, whenever you want.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm all about retro fashion, definitely. I think these days everyone just kind of dresses like their mates. Like, in the past, if you were into punk bands and things like that, you dress as a punk rocker. If you were into hippie kind of things, then you dress as a hippie girl. But I think hippies these days are just Instagram worthy.
Yeah, I don't know though, because I think people do dress differently. Like, there are still fashion trends nowadays, but you can still pick and choose what you want from different eras.
Yeah, definitely. Should we see what the public think?
I think we should. So Jay Greenwayne says, gotta be retro fashion all the way.
I'm with you on that one. Thank you.
So there's a team Frankie today, so that's good.
I'm winning. Sleepy says modern fashion because it's a mixture of all decades. I guess that's true. Like, we've had so much great fashion to look back on that everybody can just be influenced and pick a decade and wear it.
True. Now, Kate says, always modern fashion because I'm a modern babe. Sass emoji.
Ooh, sassy.
You say you, Kate.
Sea Dog says, modern fashion is totally my look. Well, can't argue with someone's look.
Can't argue with that.
No.
Max Cousins said, modern because it is better to live in the now. And that's a good point,
That
really.
is true, I guess. But a lot of modern fashion is just influenced from a lot of past fashion. So even if you think you're living in the now, you might not be. But
It's
you know
a
what?
complicated one, but...
Yeah, definitely. Do you know what, Jenny? I think the public have spoken, and I think you're the winner again today.
3 in a row, guys. Keep it coming. Winner!
So, congratulations on your big win. I still stick to my guns, though. Retro fashion is all for me. Earlier today, we hit up the catwalk with some friends of the show and a little help from today's reporter, Josh, to guide you through fashion of the decades.
This was so much fun, so let's take a look.
Hello and welcome to our Throwback Thursday special. Today we'll be taking a trip down memory lane and looking at some standout fashion moments from the 60s to the 90s. Let's get this show on the road. Firstly, starting with the swinging 60s. Sophie's going for the casual yet stylish festival feel with her outfit. Take note of the accessories and the fur coat. It literally brings the whole outfit together. You really feel the peace and love vibes from the fashion of this decade. Thank you very much. Next we have Frankie taking us back to the funky 70s era. It's flower power all the way with this fashion choice. It's all about the flares in this era, and this outfit is in keeping with popular musical genres of the time: disco, funk and soul. Thank you, Frankie. And now, moving into the 80s, the colours are bold and bright. Jenny is channeling the look of pop superstar Madonna. This outfit is really in vogue. Leg warmers were the popular choice of the time and added to the sporty yet fashionable look. Thanks. And finally, we have the 90s. Sarah is wearing high-waisted denim jeans known as mom jeans. This is styled with a white crop top, and I'm reliably informed that this style is coming back into fashion now. Thank you. And now let's join all our models on the catwalk for a little chat. Okay, thank you. That was really good stuff there. I've just got a few questions I'd like to ask you all. Firstly, starting with, what's your inspiration for your outfits?
Well, I've definitely gone for more of a hippie vibe, Stevie Nicks type of era, festivals, just chilling out, peace and love, and it's really comfy as well, so you can't beat it.
Great stuff. What about you, Frankie?
Well, mine's an Ellie Pimlott original. It's custom made, so it was for a 70s disco party, actually. I just went for that 70s show kind of vibe, like the fun, very Americanized version of the 70s. Yeah.
Great stuff. And what about the 80s?
In the 80s, there was a few kind of main looks. So there was a really gothic one with the long black coats and the dark lipstick and everything. But I decided to keep it light and go for a young, sporty kind of look that they use on Saved by the Bell. And it's just bright colours, leg warmers, jeans were quite popular, denim was just really coming in, and a backpack. And they all had their hair up in scrunchies and really like buffy. So.
And the 90s, finally.
Well, this is definitely a fashion that's coming back. Definitely took inspiration from the TV show Friends. Obviously, as many as you'll know, that Rachel, she tended to wear outfits like this, and obviously it's still very popular now.
And finally, what would any of you wear this if you're out and about?
Maybe not to go out for the day shopping, but definitely at parties and things. Yeah, definitely.
I would definitely wear this for like every day in summer, springtime, and also you could play around with accessories with it because it's perfect for that, and also for winter because if you just throw a coat on, it looks fantastic.
I'd probably wear these looks separately in a more like updated version, but I do like each and every individual piece to wear.
I'd probably definitely wear this. It's something that's coming back in fashion. You can get them from all the high streets.
Great stuff, thank you very much, and we'd like to thank all the models today. And if you want any more information about fashion, please look at the Yorkshire Voice website, www.yorkshirevoice.com.
Wow, that was so much fun.
It sure was. Now, fashion model Oliver Smith has joined us in the studio today.
Hello, Oliver.
Welcome.
Hi girls.
Good to have you on the show.
Thanks for having me.
So do you want to tell us a bit about yourself? Where are you from, Oliver?
I'm from Jersey, which is a little island outside of France.
Okay.
Oh, cool. So, are you a full-time model professional?
No, part-time. Part-time model, yeah,
part-time.
because I'm studying at the minute.
Oh, so how did you get into modelling?
It was really random and quite lucky. I was playing for the school rugby team, and after the game, a lady who was setting up a Jack Wills store just approached me and said, "Oh, we're looking for athletic males. Do you fit the bill? Do you want a job?"
I bet that was a really big ego boost.
Yeah.
So, why did you say yes to modelling? You could have said no. Like, if someone asked me, I would have said no because it's not my thing. I'm timid.
At first, I was flattered, and I kind of thought, "Oh, is it for me?" But then they kind of shower you with free clothes, money, and like the opportunities are pretty good.
That's
That's
brilliant.
true.
So what kind of opportunities? Do you mean like travelling? Have you been anywhere?
Yeah, I've done 2 shoots in London and 1 in New York as well.
Really?
That's quite relevant because it's actually New York Fashion Week starting today. So, are there any designers in New York Fashion Week that you take a fancy to?
Yeah, I'm really interested to see what Kanye brings to the table this year.
Really?
Kanye, always controversial.
Yeah, he's just outrageous with the things he brings. And it's
What's
quite
your
nice.
favourite thing in his line at the moment?
Definitely the sneakers, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, see, I'm not a fan.
They're
of the
controversial.
sneakers.
I'm not. I like them, but I just don't think they suit England. They're so American. They're just a bit too out there, aren't they?
I don't know, fashion's kind of about confidence, so I definitely feel like if you're confident enough to wear them, they'll look good.
Yeah, definitely.
True. So, Oliver, Frankie and myself have actually had a debate on the show, as we do every
we
day.
have. We were talking earlier about what we prefer, if we're into retro fashion or modern fashion.
Okay.
And Jenny took home the trophy yet again.
As I always do.
But what do you think?
I would stick with modern fashion.
Really?
Yeah, it's more
So
liberal.
Team Jenny.
Yeah, Team Jan. Sorry, Frankie. It's just more liberal, you can do what you want, and you're not really limited by a group. Like, you don't have to stick to the music group. Fashion's kind of broadening out as its own individual sort of...
Yeah,
So would you
that
say
is
your
true.
fashion sense is on the modern side?
Oh, it's spot on.
Another thing that we're interested in is, you would probably be interested in too, Zoolander 2 is
Yeah,
coming
yeah,
out
I've got
tomorrow.
tickets.
Male model.
As a
like
male model.
yourself.
You must be really excited about that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the blue steels.
So we were talking earlier, and I think we'd like to see your best blue steel.
My okay.
Yeah, if you want to look right over there. Go on.
Oh.
You've been practicing that, haven't you?
Only in the morning.
That was brilliant. Thank you, Oliver. It's really good to have you on the show.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Well, we have definitely packed plenty into today's show, and we hope you enjoyed it. Tomorrow's show is all about love as we get ready for Valentine's Day.
Until then, it's goodbye from all of us here in the studio.
Thank you so much for joining us.